Hi there, and thanks for connecting for today's video, which is just a demo version of a real IELTS speaking interview that is in the real exam. It's a one-on-one IELTS speaking interview of a candidate with the IELTS examiner, and on the basis of these four parameters, the IELTS examiner evaluates you. The total examination duration can be anywhere in between 11 to 13 minutes, and during this time there are three sets of questions. Part 1, the introductory, then the cue card, a long run, and then the follow-ups. You can watch many of the videos like this on this channel. At the same time, for your preparation for the IELTS speaking test, you can definitely follow these 5 steps and unlock a copy of IELTS Speaking Booster with the latest and the most expected content for the IELTS speaking test. So now, without any further delays, let's start today's interview with the candidate in front, and we will try to follow the formal procedure as in the real exam. So let's begin the test. So may I know your name, please?
My name is Tarun Singh.
And Tarun, where do you come from?
I am from Moga, which is situated in northern part of India.
Very nice. And since it is just a mock interview, I won't be having a check of your passport, but in the real exam, the examiner definitely checks your passport and verifies your identification as well. So moving on to another question to you, are you a student or you work?
I'm a student.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm learning, because I'm taking French classes so I can do good in my near future, because as I'm planning to move abroad.
Very nice. Is it interesting? You finding learning French?
Yes, it's very interesting because it's totally different from our language, and
Very
moreover,
true.
it's moreover I can say that its pronunciation is also good.
Okay, well, I'll be asking you a few questions related to the use of headphones.
Yes.
Do you use headphones?
Yes, I often use headphones because whenever I travel to any place, it's the best way to attend calls or listen music without disturbing anyone.
And what type of headphones you use?
Generally, I prefer AirPods, which are from Apple, because I usually prefer Apple products because their sound quality is very good.
That's true. I have experienced myself as well. The next question is that how common among people in your country is to use headphones?
It is most common to see people using headphones because whenever people are traveling in bus, they use headphones to avoid disturbing others as they have to attend calls or whether they have to listen music. So yes, it's most commonly seen.
Okay.
And moreover, I can say that person at a workplace also uses headphones.
Correct. Now the question is about museum. Have you ever visited a museum?
Yes, I have recently visited a museum because I have profound interest in history, so I like to visit museums oftenly.
What kind of things are usually kept in museums in your country?
As my country has a rich source of history, so there are many things related to ancient times. Recently, I have visited a Sikh museum, which consists of all the weapons, utensils, which belongs to our Sikh culture.
Usually, the museums and art galleries have some kind of entry fee. Do you think there should be one or not?
Yes, it's necessary that every museum should have entry fees because in my perception the entry fees is not too much that any person could not afford. It is reasonable, and moreover it keeps the interest of people to learn about history, and also tourists come from other countries to visit our country to see these all museums. So yes, it also helps to generate a little revenue for our country.
That's very nice. And what age group do you think is more interested to visit museums?
In my opinion, youngsters are these days indulge in different activities like going to shopping malls and enjoying with friends. Where, on the other hand, I can say that older people are more interested to visit museums.
Okay. Let me ask you a few more questions related to traveling by cars.
Yes.
How often you travel by car?
Really, I am not traveling by car very often because I am bound to some things which keep me in a hectic schedule. So I can say still this mode of transportation is most comfortable way of transportation.
When you travel by car, do you prefer to be on the driver or the passenger seat?
Frankly speaking, I generally prefer to sit on the front seat because because I'm a person who wants to enjoy each and every view while traveling, and I think that the rear seat is for the person who wants to sleep or take rest.
And how common is among the people in your country to have a nap while traveling?
It's most common because whenever I travel by a bus, most of the people are taking nap as they are busy. And moreover, I can say about my family, whenever we go to some place, as my mother do all the work, so yes, she got tired when we have to travel, so often she takes nap, and I am the one who enjoys the views.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, that's the end of part 1 of this test, Tarun. So moving on to part 2, I'll give you a cue card and 1 minute to prepare your answer. If you wish, you can make some notes as well. And then you have to deliver a speech for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. The cue card is talk about a time when you received a positive comment. So here is your cue card and a paper. You wish, you can make some notes. Well, your preparation time is over. Could you please start your answer?
Yes. Whenever I do something good or nice, I receive appreciation as well as positive comments. Here I am going to narrate an incident when I received a positive comment by helping a old lady. I remember 2 months ago, I was on a regular visit to park for my evening walk. That was a time when I saw a woman sitting under a tree and crying. So I can't resist myself, and I went to her to ask what was wrong with her. When I asked her, she told that her son has abandoned her, and she has no money and no place to live. So as I could see my grandmother and that old lady, so I decided to help that woman. Without wasting time, I took that old lady to aged home, where I narrated the story to the one who was in charge, and said that if you can arrange some accommodation for her. After that manager said that you have done a great job, and he appreciated me. Moreover, he said that these days even family do not care about the old people or their grandparents, and even do not love them, but you are the person who don't even think who the woman was and help that woman. So, and I also got blessings from that old lady. And moreover, that was the time when he encouraged me to act as a volunteer in that organization. So I decided to be the volunteer. Now on my weekends, whenever there are my free weekends, I usually visit that place because it gives me a sense of peace, and it also
very nice. Thank you very much. And I'll continue the same topic and ask you a few more questions related to it. My first question to you is that how important is to appreciate the good work of a person?
It is very common to appreciate the good work of any person because it builds the confidence of that person, and moreover it's a part of humanity, as if we appreciate someone, he will feel good, and it will also enhance the bonding between the two persons.
Do you think children need more encouragement than other age groups?
Yes, I think the age of children is the age at which encouragement is most needed, because they are in the age of learning. Moreover, parents should encourage them to take part in productive activities. So yes, it is the best time to encourage the student, because afterwards he becomes habitual and it is not easy to mend their habits.
Yeah, that's true. The next question: in what different ways parents can encourage their children?
In my perception, parents can encourage children in many ways. Firstly, if they are doing some productive work, they can cheer up for them, and they can encourage them to take some extra classes of effective work which can help them in near future. Yes, so these are.
Can you give me some kind of example here?
Yes, for example, if a children has interest in sports like cricket, so parents should not only bound to see their failures. They should appreciate as well as encourage them, so that they can overcome their failures and one day they can achieve all the goals they have.
Okay. Another question is, do you think that workers or people at workplace lack positivity these days?
Yes, I definitely think that, because sometimes at workplace people are not much confident, because as in their school days they are not used to come front and speak, and moreover people are not comfortable with the environment of that place, and they lack appreciation on the way, because the other employees do not appreciate for their work. So yes, it is definitely a reason.
What do you think can be some of the ways to appreciate the work of employees?
In my perception, there are several ways to appreciate the employees. Company can organize award function for a person who has done a fabulous job in his work, and moreover I can say that company can provide a bonus to person who has done more productive work than other persons, and they can also increase the salary as well.
Okay, thank you very much, Tarun, and this is the end of the test, and I hope you follow the complete interview and you notice that in part 1 the confidence level was very high, the fluency was there, each and every question was answered, answers were lucid, precise, to the point and very clear. There was hardly any pronunciation mistake, and yes, in the part 2 or 3 where it was appreciation, he said appreciation a couple of times, and there were rare mistakes on those bases. However, in the part 3 there were more of grammatical mistakes and a few pauses. And how was part 2? You definitely followed and figured out that how comfortably he completed the answer, as he was having a story on his mind. And this is all. If you can also score really very well. So what do you guess, or what you think as per the parameters? Should this student be achieving 6.5, band 7 or 7.5? This is my question, which you have to answer in the comment section. If you haven't watched the complete video, then do watch it and then answer. This is very much all in this video. Take care of yourself and bye-bye.
ਗੁਰਵਿੰਦਰਪਾਲ ਕੌਰ ਹੈ। ਮੈਂ ਆਇਲਟਸ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ YouTube ਤੋਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਰ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੋਲੋ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਰਮਨ ਸਰ ਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸੁਣਿਆ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓਜ਼ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਵਧੀਆ ਲੱਗੀ। ਦੈਨ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਇੰਸਟੀਟਿਊਟ ਆਨਲਾਈਨ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕੀਤਾ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਟ੍ਰੇਨਰ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੋਚਿੰਗ ਦਿੱਤੀ, ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਆਇਲਟਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 4 ਮੋਡਿਊਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵਧੀਆ ਇੰਪਰੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਈ, ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਰਵਿਸ ਆ ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਸੈਟੀਸਫਾਈ ਆ। ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਰਿਕਮੈਂਡ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਵੀ ਗੁੱਡ ਸਕੋਰ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹ ਰਮਨ ਸਰ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਫੋਲੋ ਕਰਨ। ਥੈਂਕਸ।